Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a cunning cat named Whiskers and a mischievous rat named Squeaks. Whiskers was known throughout the village for his shiny black fur and his sharp green eyes, while Squeaks was famous for his quick wit and his talent for darting in and out of every nook and cranny. They were always competing to see who could outsmart the other. One sunny morning, as Whiskers lounged lazily by the barn soaking up the warm sun, his stomach started to grumble. He had missed breakfast, and the thought of a tasty meal made him lick his lips eagerly. Just then, he spotted Squeaks sneaking towards the farmer's pantry, where all sorts of delicious treats were stored. A sly idea slithered into Whiskers' mind. If I can capture Squeaks by offering him something he can't refuse, I'll have a feast fit for a king, he thought. Whiskers smoothly approached Squeaks, who was nibbling on a crumb. "Good day, Squeaks," purred Whiskers, pretending to be friendly. "I couldn't help but notice your impressive skills in finding food. Why don't you join me in a special treat I discovered? There's a huge block of cheese in the cellar, untouched and waiting just for us." Squeak's ears perked up, and his eyes sparkled with greed. He loved cheese more than anything. But he knew Whiskers was tricky. However, the temptation of the cheese was too strong, and greedy Squeaks agreed to follow Whiskers. "Lead the way, Whiskers," piped Squeaks, trying to sound brave. Whiskers led Squeaks down into the dark, cool cellar, where shadows danced across the walls. At the far corner lay the biggest piece of cheese Squeaks had ever seen in his life. It was creamy, fragrant, and looked irresistibly delicious. As Squeaks scampered towards the cheese, he didn't notice the glint in Whiskers' eyes. But just as Squeaks reached the cheese, a smart little trap snapped shut, enclosing him. Whiskers chuckled, pleased with his cleverness. "Now I've got you, Squeaks," he meowed happily. But just as he was about to enjoy his victory meal, the cellar door creaked open. In walked the farmer, who had come down to check on his stored food. "What's all this commotion?" he exclaimed when he saw the cat near his precious cheese and the trapped rat. Seeing the situation, the farmer decided to teach both the cat and the rat a lesson about greed. "You both tried to cheat each other and ended up getting caught in your own traps," said the farmer wisely. "Now you'll have to find your way out on your own, and let this be a lesson to both of you." The farmer left both Whiskers and Squeaks in the cellar to ponder over their greediness. Whiskers and Squeaks, though rivals, worked together and managed to wiggle out of the trap after a long time. They emerged from the cellar, wiser and resolved never to let greed overcome them again. From that day on, Whiskers and Squeaks became unlikely friends, often seen sharing a meal and laughing over their past mistakes. And the moral of the story? Greed often leads to punishment, but it can also lead to unexpected friendships and lessons learned if one is willing to change.